Our immigrants play an incredible role in the soul of Chicago, and as mayor of the city of Chicago, I'm going to continue to stand firm to protect undocumented families, immigrant families, because they play a crucial role in who we are in the culture of our city.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories twice a day, every day, y'all. Flick your finger for the channel. Come on, people. Now, y'all, there you saw in the coming up, you saw your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson. You saw him say the quiet part out loud. I don't even know if that policy that he just said of protecting undocumented people, I don't even know if that's legal, y'all. I mean, I think on some level that might be a crime. And he said that out loud, among the many things he said out loud, but I won't get into some of the other things that he said out loud. This video, we're gonna focus on this, and we're gonna focus again on how the city is running a budget deficit over $1 billion, while at the same time, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, is saying that they're going to protect people who do not have permission to be in the country. Now, also that means giving them services. Now, also that means, as you're going to see, taxing the millionaires and the billionaires. Most people don't mind that, right? Hey, most people say, hey, take more money from them. I'm not one of those people, but most people do say that. But they think that's because the money's going to be going to the citizens. As you can see, as you've seen from the past, that money's not going to you, buddy. Okay, it's going to somebody else. So y'all, we're going to go ahead and hop right into this, and you're going to see where your boy is saying the quiet part out loud. He wants to take money from the citizens and give it to the people who are in the country without permission. Let's jump right into it. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
Well, last week you said that you were going to use the full force of government to stop smoking on the CTA.
Now here I have to interrupt briefly because this is I like the way that reporter William Kelly put this. He's like, hey, you're gonna use the full weight of the government to stop people from smoking on the train, but what are you gonna do about some of the more important issues? Take a look.
We finally get people to get back on our public transportation system, and then they can't have a pleasant ride because someone wants to smoke. It's unconscionable, it's unthinkable, and I've had enough of this.
Now, the mayor's going to use what he calls the whole of government approach that he's used to tackle crime, to tackle smoking on trains. We'll see how that goes.
You said that you were going to use the full force of government to stop smoking on the CTA. Many people, hundreds of thousands of people asked me why you wouldn't use the full force of government to remove illegal aliens like Jose Luis.
Thank you for the question.
Mendoza,
Thank you for the question. We got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I appreciate the question. I mean, as far as the city
Thanks.
of Chicago is concerned, our local police department does not dub as federal ICE agents. It's just that simple. The Trump administration attempted to sue the city of Chicago. A district court rebuked that suit because as a welcoming city, in order for us to continue to build a safe, affordable city, the people of Chicago have to have trust in their local law enforcement. And that trust is being built, it's being restored, and I'm going to ensure that that trust moves in a direction that allows for us to continue to have the safest, most affordable big city in America. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll go to the next one.
So after reporter William Kelly asked his question, the next journalist also had a follow-up question, a more specific question about people who are in the country without permission. See, they want people to be able to come out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the festivals, enjoy the country and not have any fear or trepidation that they might get rounded up by ICE. Now, this is gonna be for the comments. Do you think, I have not asked y'all this, okay? So we're gonna continue with the video, but I'm gonna put a comments question right now. Somebody's been in the country, no papers for 15, 20, 30 years. What's your take on that? Do you think that that person should get some kind of, hey, you made it, you got past the finish line, here's some complimentary documents because you evaded us for 20 years? Or do you think it's like, nah, man, when we see you, we got you, you out? Let me know that. And let's go ahead and get into this next question where your boy is gonna say the quiet part out loud.
Also this weekend, there are going to be a couple of festivals in Chicago, including Lollapalooza. There's also still a fear in the immigrant community about a possible targets for ICE raids in cultural events, and one of these festivals is Fiesta del Sol in Pilsen. Is the city ready, and especially to avoid what happened on June 4th?
We are ready. We are ready. We are a welcoming city. We're going to hold firm to our position. As I said earlier, the Trump administration attempted to sue my city. We pushed back, obviously, and we won that lawsuit. Every single thing that this administration has attempted to do to bring division and fear in our city, we continue to fight back. Now, that fear and anxiety is real. I was just with Senator Villanueva and Alderman Seixo Lopez walking the blocks in their communities, particularly after the white supremacist attack on those communities with the swastika and the hate crime, essentially, that was moved about in those neighborhoods. And I talked to some of the business owners there, and people are afraid to go out and go grocery shopping. And so right now we are planning events, public events, where we can all go out and grocery shop together and show solidarity with our immigrant community. Our immigrants play an incredible role in the soul of Chicago, and as mayor of the city of Chicago, I'm going to continue to stand firm to protect undocumented families, immigrant families, because they play a crucial role in who we are and the culture of our city.
Now, as you know, Chicago is facing $1 billion budget shortfall, right? $1 billion, that's a billy. That's a million times 1,000. And we also have gone over this many times in previous videos. They have spent upwards of $600, $700, $800 million, okay? Way more than half, up to 80% of the billy that they're missing, they've spent on people who are in the country without permission, okay? So just let that sink in. So what are they gonna do now? Well, they're gonna go after, well, this is a proposal. Go after the millionaires and billionaires, ask them to pay more money. You know, I think most people who are rich, right? I'm not one of them, but I'm getting there thanks to y'all watching these videos. So keep watching, share it out, okay? I think most people who are rich, I think they would pay more. I think they would gladly pay more if they felt that the government were going to use the money constructively to build a better society, to help. I think it's just that the government wastes their money, right? I think most of us would say, hey, yeah, you could take a couple of extra dollars off me if I know that the roads are going to be fixed, if I know that the schools are all going to work, if I know that the teen violence problem, the young person violence problem is going to be adequately addressed, if I know that the economy is going to grow. I think we would all chip in a little more, even the so-called working families. But let's see what your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, plans to do to try to close this budget gap that he created with his policies.
Last year, Chicago's mayor tried but failed to raise property taxes. The city's facing another key budget deadline this year.
And WGN's Christine Flores is here now with more on what Mayor Brandon Johnson may do instead.
Yeah, Ray and Micah, good evening. Now, while being specific, Mayor Brandon Johnson said he would not propose a property tax increase in his budget. During his weekly media address today, he pointed to a number of tax-the-rich options he's considering.
I'm going to go after progressive revenue. That's what the people of Chicago and working class families in particular want us to see us to do.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson reaffirmed Tuesday he's not planning to propose a tax increase in this year's budget proposal. Instead, he says he's looking for other sources of progressive revenue to address the city's $1.2 billion budget deficit.
Everything has to be on the table.
According to the mayor, that includes a tax on digital advertisements.
People have made billions of dollars from the digital industry, literally billions of dollars, and that free advertisement happens on a consistent basis. So this is something that I've been looking at and exploring since 2018.
When it comes to taxing the rich,
we are the 10th wealthiest city in the entire world. So I think it's important that we look at in a very meaningful way, how those individuals with means, particularly our billionaires and ultra rich who have benefited from a growing economy, can put more skin in the game.
This includes a corporate head tax. It's based off the number of employees, similar to the one that was in place prior to its removal by then Mayor Rahm Emanuel, and something Johnson campaigned on.
This notion somehow that we're scaring millionaires away, it's just the opposite. Do you know what they talk about when they do engage with me? They talk about community safety. They don't talk about taxes. Their number one issue is community safety. And as we continue to see the trend move in the positive direction, that allows for our economy to grow.
As Johnson laid out the proposals, one point he stressed was they are targeting the more than 127,000 millionaires and about 25 billionaires that live in and around the city.
There's a reason for us to be able to tap into, those individuals and entities with means so that we can continue to see the positive trend of violence going down in the city of Chicago. I believe it's to all of our benefit to ensure that we're doing everything in our power to maintain the investments that we've put forward.
Today, Johnson also pointed to ongoing investments and developments in the city and said Chicago must take bold, inclusive steps to close structural deficits. And guys, he said that'll also help reduce the poverty in the city.
Well, we'll be watching.
So y'all, it's the same thing with this guy, right? But I think the biggest difference this time is he's actually said out loud that he's going to protect people who don't have. You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, that's a crime. Tom Homan has made it very clear that he will arrest and prosecute anybody who's protecting people who are in the country without permission. So that's actually a technical crime. And I have to imagine that Brandon Johnson knows that. And if he doesn't, should he really be the mayor of the third largest city in the country? I want y'all to let me know. So I'm going to go back to my question that I asked earlier. Somebody's been in the country 15, 20, 30 years. They never had any papers, but they haven't gotten in any additional trouble. They've been working, creating businesses, raising families, otherwise participating in the American dream, just without permission. So let's not talk about people who just recently crossed over. We're talking about people who have been in the country for some time. What's your take? Like, what's your real take? Don't just give me your knee jerk. Get them out. No, don't knee jerk it. Don't jerk it. Say this is somebody you know, somebody who lives close to you, somebody who maybe came over to a picnic or a cookout, somebody who invited you to their children's birthday party. Let me know what you think about this. And don't take the way I'm phrasing this question as me giving my opinion. I'm just trying to humanize it because this is what the illustrious Brandon Johnson's, the sub 10% approval rating mayors of the world would say, right? So what do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments. Before you do, please stop, hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Y'all see what kind of progressive policies these people want to implement? Basically, it means just taking your money. So if you want to protect your retirement from their grubby little hands, go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Take a look at how you can protect your money, your retirement, your nest egg, using the oldest, hardest, strongest money mankind has ever known. That's gold. Also, you can call my people at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. We'll see you back in the next one.